Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today I am hearing the band Velvet Revolver for the first time. Now, I have heard Scott before. In fact, the only reason I know about this band is because of your comments on my Stone Temple Pilots reaction. So for this video, we are going to listen to the song Fall to Pieces. Here we go.
It's been a long year since you've been gone. I've been alone here, we've grown old. Fall to pieces, I'm falling. Fell to pieces, and I'm still falling.
Oh my goodness. It is incredible the change in his vocal production. Wow. I'm going back to the beginning because instantly I was just shocked at the different sound. Yes, you can still tell it's him, and yes, I've only heard him one other time, but I can only imagine what it was like for everyone following his career to hear such development and growth in his musicality, in his vocals. That's just, you certainly hear that with a number of singers, but sometimes it's very faint, and I feel like this is a fairly extreme example of how much a singer can change their vocals. So back to the
It's been a long year since you've been gone.
You can hear remnants of the twang that I believe I mentioned in the last video, but I don't remember hearing something so intimate sounding. We're in mid-range, so you can do kind of whatever you want with your chest voice or a chest mix, but he's allowing a decent amount of separation in the chords so that we're getting that nice warm, I always use the term velvety, so, you know, Velvet Revolver, but that warm velvety sound, it's just so pretty. And this is such a natural sound as well, which I think amplifies the content of the piece and the lyrics.
I've been alone here, I've grown old.
Now there we got just a smidge of the edginess that I remember hearing. It's placed a little bit further forward and we're getting more reduction.
Fall to pieces, I'm falling.
That gorgeous texture. I love how he uses that in his upper range. Let me get that. I know we'll hear it again, but.
Fall to pieces, I'm falling. Fell to pieces, and I'm still falling. Every time I'm falling down.
Now, it sounds like there's some sort of effect on the top notes, but as he descends, he is also allowing separation to happen again, which is sort of, it can be the opposite impulse for a lot of singers, because when you're singing higher and your chords are stretched and thinned, they naturally separate more. So we're used to hearing that at the top, I think, more often than in mid-range or in a descending line like this. The song itself reminds me a little bit of some like 80s power ballads, but also not, because it still rings true to what I think of when I think of a lot of 90s bands and 90s music. So it's a cool combination. I don't know, who their influences were or who wrote the song, but I like this sort of blending of decades.
I keep a journal of memories. I'm feeling lonely, I can't breathe. Fall to pieces, I'm falling.
I like those harmonies. I don't know if anyone in the band is doing that, but because he has so much texture in his voice in that phrase, it sounds to me like the harmonies are very, not breathy, but they're very light. And so that is such a smart move in order to enable better blending. But of course, his voice is still at the forefront, so we get that nice edginess from the texture.
Fell to pieces, and I'm still falling. Every time I'm falling down, all alone I fall to pieces. Every time I'm falling down, all alone I fall to pieces.
I love the twang in his upper register. That nice, it has like kind of a restricted sound, or constricted, I don't know. It's so pingy and so full at the same time, and I really like that. I have a side comment. I think I'm gonna save that. We're gonna keep going.
Every time I'm falling down, all alone I fall to pieces. All the years I've tried, with more to go. But will the memories die? I'm waiting. And will I
that was a very well done music video. If I think about it for too long, I'm not going to be able to finish this video. So the other comment I had with regards to his vocals in general is the first time I heard him, I heard snippets of what I heard today, and it was a very chill, mellow song. I could tell he had chops, but it wasn't something that just kind of like blew me away instantly. Whereas this particular song, I mean, granted, yes, there was development that happened between what I first heard and now, but it showed so much vocally, even though it was still kind of I'm not going to say it was a mellow song by any means, but like the feel of the song was still somewhat mellow, somewhat relaxed. It wasn't insanely intense. And this is, for the singers in the room, but this goes to show how important song selection is, because you don't necessarily have to show off everything you can do, but the difference between two songs can be night and day when demonstrating what you're capable of. And sure, that can be in an actual audition for a show, or if you're, doing karaoke, or you're singing at a family gathering or anything like that. It's a fine line. We don't want to show everything we can do because that puts a lot of pressure on a performance. But if you keep everything very mellow, very chill, very mid-range, people aren't going to know. Now, again, I had only heard one song previously, so I imagine even from that time period, he shows a lot more in a variety of other songs. But this was just incredibly... It was somewhat shocking. I'm not going to lie. It was somewhat shocking to hear so much from him. Not just range, not just timbre and texture. His phrasing, very different here. And yeah, I just love the way he moved through this piece. And the piece itself, I mean, my goodness, the song is gorgeous. The way they did this music video, I think, was incredibly well done and very effective. And yeah, I'm excited to hear more. So thank you guys so much for this recommendation and for watching with me. And hopefully I will see you next time.